What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode, this time of ARK Survival Ascended. That's right, it's ARK Survival Ascended. This time it is not the community crunch, it's actually the community bite. Unreal Engine 5.5 and roadmap update. So there's a bunch of new stuff that they're bringing out. It's good to see that they're bringing out a lot more things and a lot more information for us. So the Unreal 5.5 update has been set to launch on June the 2nd. Now you would be thinking, wait, isn't Ragnarok supposed to be dropping soon, June the 2nd? However, we all know it was going to get delayed, and that's exactly what happened. It has been delayed to June the 18th. However, at least this might give them a bit of time to iron out some things. With the update, they're also bringing in a bunch of new stuff, including the ARK anniversary content. So it's their anniversary. It's their birthday. Yeah. Not too bad, man. It is pretty mad. They're bringing in the birthday cake and the clothing and stuff like that. I'm not too sure if this is the actual cake, but you get the picture. It's their anniversary, mate. You know what I mean? Also, if you were to go over to Twitter, you will find on there a thing for modders. So they want all modders to have their stuff released and updated before the May the 20th in preparation for Unreal Engine 5.5. They're pausing everything to make sure it's all, you know, everything's all good. Everything's all fantastic. So if you're a modder, make sure your stuff's done by May the 20th. Now, not only that, they're bringing in a bunch of new building pieces pretty much. So everything you could get in like your wood and stone. So things like your ladders, things like your ramps, your stairs, your double doors, your quarter walls, all that sort of stuff. They're bringing it out in Thatch, which is actually quite interesting. So I don't know about the strength of it or like whether it's worth even building this stuff. But I suppose if you're doing roleplay and things like that, you want Thatch stuff. Who knows? You know, it's just more pieces is better anyway. More pieces are better. So they have this whole thing about building pieces. So they're bringing in a bunch of new stuff, including half pillar walls, half thin pillars, half beams, half thin beams, half railings, quarter roof, quarter stairs, quarter ramp, ramp corners, shallow sloped walls. So obviously all the stuff is just for demonstration purposes. Some of it is quarter stuff, but yeah, obviously the pieces aren't released, so I can't fully show you properly. However, you do know that on the shallow slope walls and stuff, you can't quite clip it on, and so they're bringing out a bunch of pieces, which is going to allow a bunch of new builds and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see what people do and what people to come up with. Now, everything I just said also comes out in a wood variant, stone, Adobe, metal, and tech variants. And not only do they have that, they also have the Bob's Tall Tale things as well, like your Frontier pack and your Wasteland pack skins. It's all coming out in everything, mate. Everything. So it is going to be pretty mad, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see. Everybody who loves the Australis, they're also bringing in a whole new biome update area, bringing in new piece of the map pretty much. So if you love this map, they are bringing that in. They're also having single player backup saves, which a lot of people are really looking forward to and hoping to have. And on the Ragnarok map, don't forget, they're bringing in the free creature, the Bison. Massive beast, mate. The massive beast, the Bison. And they'll also have a Lost Colony expansion pack day 0 content. So if you want to go buy this and get the Lost Colony expansion pack, make sure you jump in there. It supports the developers, things like that. Yeah, it is what it is, mate. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But if you're thinking about joining this map, there it is. Not only that, they're also bringing in the egg incubator. They're bringing it forwards, mate. Normally you'd have to wait before this comes in, but they're bringing it into Ragnarok. So you no longer have to just mod it in. Obviously, this is the modded version. But yeah, so get set and ready for that. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm pretty certain. There's not too much more in this. So hopefully you all enjoyed this. I'm going to leave this one here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash that like button. And always, I'll see you in the next episode. See you later.